and welcome to episode 27 of A Toy Kind of Mood. You got your co-hosts back. You got Travis and Bobby. All right. So, Trav, what's up, dude?
What's up, dude? Let's fire through this episode because all we got is Marvel Legends, right?
Marvel, exactly. All right. So, we've actually done a little rebranding. We're no longer God Hates Geeks. We're now Geeks Have Game. Because really, when you think about it, these mofos have all types of game. All right. Now, we're covering the Marvel Legends Fan First Monday. First off, overall, Trav, how'd you feel?
Well, as far as Geeks Have Game, we'll talk more about that. We're recording our Mortal Kombat Geekdom Games cast, and since I'm hosting, we'll get into that stuff. But let's, like you said, let's fire through. We're talking about Monopoly now?
You know what? Screw it. Geeks Have Game. Yeah. Falcon and Winter Soldier, Monopoly. Buy or pass, Trav. Buy or pass.
I mean, Monopoly is my all-time favorite board game because I hate board games, and Monopoly is the only one I know how to play properly. So yeah, I mean, if I didn't get the Grogu one, the funny thing is, I was saying in the chat today was if Patrick was the one doing this and not these Marvel guys, he would have been like 20 minutes of how amazing and honored he is to present the Grogu Baby Yoda Monopoly.
Right.
Instead, on this one, to give them credit, they were like, I can already sense the comment section going crazy on me, like they know they have to plug it in because it's corporate, whatever. But they were like, they did it in like a half second. We're already spending way more time on it than they did. So let's move on.
I will say buy because Monopoly is awesome. All right, so we actually had two Build-A-Figure waves, which was really cool. The first one came from the Shang Chi movie coming out later this year. Build-A-Figure is Mr. Hyde. We got some really badass. I'm sorry, I know people call them peg warmers. We got Shang Chi, Wenwu, aka the Mandarin, Ziling, the Death Dealer, and then Katie with her furry dragon Chinese. I don't know what it is.
No face thing. Yeah. Yeah, and that's a Target exclusive, and it's the first Target exclusive that is still available online. Katie's a cool figure though. I gotta watch this movie before I dive in. The only one I got was Death Dealer, which I think a lot of people are getting just because he has that. He's got a mask. He's got the whole, ninja setup. He's a cool character in the comics. He looks like a Mortal Kombat. He could mess with your Snake Eyes as well as your Sub-Zero. So, it could work in with the Joe Ninja system. So he's kind of like if you mix and match your toy lines, Death Dealer's pretty on point. And how cute is that Funko Pop? I had to get it. GameStop exclusive, had no problem getting it. Had $5 coupon, so paid for the shipping. I'm like, send me that. I really like those like little ninja Funkos.
So. Of course. I didn't pre-order any of this line because I kind of figure I'll be able to find it at Target.
You already can. It's already been there for a few days now. Yeah.
That being said, I do want Shang Chi. They pronounce it kind of both ways on the show today. And Wenwu, the Mandarin. Although I told you in the chat, I kind of hope that maybe later on, after the movie comes out, we'll get a more comic accurate. Because we already saw in the trailer here, he already got like the long hair ponytail. So hopefully, maybe what we're seeing now is an early Wenwu.
And then we could use the Mandarin as a Shang Tsung too.
So Shang Tsung Part 2. There we go. Cool. And then I don't know how I feel about Zing Li. They didn't really give her much. They gave her like a rope. So I guess it's gonna play into the movie later somehow. I don't know. All right.
It's really hard to judge. Like, we're about to talk about the Disney Plus stuff, and besides Loki, we've seen everything. So that's easy to talk about. But I mean, how'd you feel about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier show anyway?
Oh, I loved it. I thought Disney Plus and Marvel have really found a niche to where you don't need a movie per se, but you have like 6 episodes condensed. And I think this is where Warner Brothers could really learn from Disney. You don't need 25 episodes. 6 to 8, condense it, make it nice, make it tight.
Yep.
There
Yeah,
you go.
you don't need 30 movies on the slate either. They could have a Deathstroke series, stuff like that.
Yep.
But that's for another podcast. But I will say this about the Falcon and Winter Soldier. First episode, I was like, I think it was the same day as the Snyder Cut. So that I was pretty blown away by the Snyder Cut
Yeah.
for what it was. And then I watched that episode of Falcon. I might have been really tired, but it was like midnight or whatever. And I was like, this is boring. Other than that
You're very lackadaisical.
yeah.
You're like, meh.
Other than that first scene, you know,
Yes.
the
The flying.
the flying chopper scene kind of with Batroc the Leaper and
Yeah.
Falcon and everything. That was incredible, you know, high budget movie scene. But then they kind of just it was people sitting around at diners and dining room tables talking. But then it all makes the show just kicked my ass. Every episode got better and better and better.
Yes.
And then they had a setup episode in episode 5, similar to episode 1, a little slower, but since things were so great already and made sense, it was the calm before the storm, and we got a hell of a finale.
I agree. The one thing I wish you have George St. Pierre, fantastic fighter, and we saw in Winter Soldier him and Chris Evans have a great fight scene. I kind of wanted Sam to be able to fight. That's all. Like, it's just not, come on, like, have some fight skills. But you know what? It doesn't matter because that finale gave us an amazing Captain America suit for Sam Wilson. No longer Falcon. He is the new Captain America. And with that, a new Captain America suit, which leads into the second Build-A-Figure wave, Captain America.
Yeah, exactly.
We got Captain America. We got we got Bucky, Danson Zemo, John Walker, and then in that wave we also got the WandaVision, Wanda, White Vision, and Loki.
Yep. So there's some problems here, right? So overall, this is a great wave. It's very expensive because we all want the wings to complete Cap, and the only way to do that is to buy them all. Thankfully, Kevin Wish, shout out to Kevin Wish, he's buying Loki. I haven't seen the Loki show yet. I'm not a big fan of just generic human-looking superhero characters. I don't even have the Loki that's amazing. Why would I buy this Loki, right? So people have a problem with that windswept hair. I see the comments are complaining about that. I mean, what's your take on the Loki figure right now? We don't.
Honestly, when I saw it, I was very underwhelmed. Very underwhelming. I get what they're going for. It's a very non-spoilery Loki. However, the trailer did show President Loki with the horns and the green suit and the button and the top.
That's a must-buy Marvel Legend.
That would if that had dropped today, I would have pre-ordered it. But I saw that one, I was like, I'll get it because I need to complete the Captain America.
Right.
Good luck finding it because it's sold out on Hasbro. I'm sure you can find it on Amazon. I saw Kevin be like, "This is awesome." I was like, "Okay,
I'm glad he got it because I didn't really want it, and it had the littlest piece too, and I'm just like, oh really? And he stepped up and got it, so I had to spend the 130 on the other, but at least I like all the other figures. But John Walker, what's up with the box art? Has the right U.S. agent?
Yes.
But they're white. There's no white stripes. There's red in the arms. Is the star is still there? Like, there's a lot of issues. Hopefully, they can be fixed before we get them, since they're coming in August.
You know, I think you have what, 3 months? We have 3 months before the shipment comes out. We have seen before where we'll get a figure that looks on the fan fest, and then when it comes out, looks a lot better. Usually gets cleaned up. True. I actually did order. I pre-ordered Captain America, Bucky, and the U.S. Agent. I could not get Zemo, Vision, or Scarlet Witch
at all. Oh, you can get it on Big Bad Toy Store.
Big Bad, and I'll probably have to go through there. But what did you feel about Zemo? How'd you feel about that one?
Well, that one was already revealed. We showed it on a prior episode, didn't we?
That's true.
That was actually the first one because I had the Amazon links already from last night, because a lot of these already went up last night for an hour and they were gone. It was like an early leak from Amazon. We couldn't really tell what they look like, but
Right.
the links were there already. The placeholder links were
Yeah.
there, and but I immediately went for Baron Zemo because he's the coolest character on the show, and it's hard to find great villain. I have so many. It's like Superman and Batman and
Right.
Iron Man. It's like, where are the villains? So I Zemo is a must-have. He's so cold and calculated and cool, and
I agree. I mean, uh I love if I can find him, I will get Zemo. Probably have to find him in the wild, but I liked Zemo. But yeah, now going to the build a figure, the wings. I thought the build a figure looked fantastic.
yep.
Marvel Legends, Hasbro has done this before. After a Spider-Man Homecoming, we got Vulture and the
Mhm.
wings were build a figure. I missed out on that. Big regret, which is why I really want to get this Captain because you got Red Wing. They can fold down to like go into the ground, and it comes with a flying stand. So I
And they
think
also said, Robert, that the flying stand is going to be a lot more stable than the Vulture one, because I guess one of the hosts of the Marvel Pulse Fan Fest
right.
was saying that the stand for Vulture, he even had trouble with it, and that the wings were really heavy. So they made the wings more accurate for the character. Also, the stand is a lot heavier
Good.
for the resistance. So they said you'll have no problem doing some displays, and he shouldn't be tipping over and stuff. So that's
Okay.
cool. That kind of made me feel better about it. And I never get the BAFs really. And this is the first time I was just like pretty much all in a wave. They got me. I'm not even a Marvel Legends like super collector, but the show wound up so good. The characters are good. If they fix, I was happy with actually US getting the black suit on US Agent. I just hope they fix some of the details there. I think they did a quick repaint maybe for visuals, but maybe they can go back and
And that's what
sketch
I'm
it out a
thinking.
little
I'm
bit.
thinking this was just, hey, here's what we've got.
They
Because
did
it
some
was
Photoshop, maybe,
just a quick little thing because we did get and we saw
Yeah.
before previously the Captain America John Walker and that special packaging, which I love that packaging. I think it looks really cool.
Yeah.
And if right Wyatt Russell ever comes to Houston, would like to get that figure signed.
Oh,
Now
hell
that
yeah.
being said, we also have really cool Funko Pops. They got released. And I think everyone's wanting that Walmart exclusive. Where with Captain America flying, that was a really cool one. I love the flying
Well,
pops.
so yeah, initially I dropped the Amazon link in our chat, and KJ was like, "Oh, I want the one with wings," and I was like, "Well, me too, actually. Why do I want the one without wings?" So there's a bunch of different ones, as you can see on the screen. There's a general releases, so you can get You can get Bucky, you can get
Yep.
John Walker, U.S.
Yep.
Agent, you can get Sam Wilson at the regular, but then there's 3 different exclusives as well, right?
Yes. Exactly. And those are up right now. And honestly, I can't. I would love to be like, oh, I want to get them all. But the Walmart down the street from me usually has their exclusives pretty well stocked. So, yeah, if I went into that, yoink.
And you know
Um,
what? It was $8.99, which is a good price for a pop. And so if you gotta pay the $5.99 shipping, you're only paying $2 over the usual $11.99, which was the usually
true.
Amazon and GameStop price. So yeah, I didn't expect myself to buy any more pops, but I had to buy Death Dealer. I had to buy that Sam Wilson with the wings. Those are automatic, dude.
And Hasbro knows how to bring us in. Marvel knows what they want. They're like, "Vroom."
Hasbro has game.
It's true. HHG. We also got some really cool toys to play with. We got the new Captain America shield. So this is the third, I think, Marvel Legends Captain America shield.
They all look the same to me, all those shields.
I mean, they look the same. They're not. I mean, this one has like the silver, and it's not the comic book accurate. It's not the first Avenger. It's like the new one. Like whatever, but it still looks awesome. And then we got some. And I didn't get to see any pictures for it, but or they didn't show any really. The gauntlets from Shang Chi. Those are
Oh yeah.
cool.
Yeah, there's a
Oh
lot of movie tie-in stuff. But then
yeah.
also they started teasing a lot of comic book stuff for die hard Marvel, not just
Yes.
like MCU Disney Plus stuff. So
So Yeah, and it was a really good transition, which we'll transition now from movies to comic books. And we got another giant hint, which once again we've all said that the giant one at the end of the year is going to be Excalibur. The probably gonna be like a 5-pack release, like a giant box set of Excalibur right in time for Christmas. Kevin Wish is like already like flipping to make sure that he has the money, which he will. We know Kevin Wish didn't get that Excalibur.
Well, that's a good part about us now being roommates is I don't have to buy all the stuff I don't want. He even joked about that. He didn't buy any. That bastard didn't buy any of the Falcon Winter Soldier stuff minus Loki because I asked him. I'm like, it's the one he really wanted,
Right?
It's the one I didn't want, so that worked out. But it's gonna be we're gonna be playing games with each other as far as you buy that, you buy that. It's like
exactly. Now
sharing is caring.
Now we Excalibur is gonna probably be it. I'm assuming it's gonna be like the late 80s, early 90s Alan Davis run with like Rachel Summers and Megan and Captain Britain and hopefully maybe a Chris Pacheco type Nightcrawler. He heard Shadowcat in her blue and possibly Pete Wisdom. That being said, we also got some really cool single art figures. We got Hercules, like the classic Hercules figure.
Based on the Marvel Universe one.
Yeah, exactly. And also,
I actually never had that one. It
nope.
was harder to get. I had almost all of the Marvel Universe, and there was a few, and that was one of the. I never had that. So
really, okay. Well, there you go.
Well, I know Kevin Wish will buy it because he's a beefcake. So
exactly. They really beefed him up a bit. We're getting a third Johnny Storm. This time it's the depowered Johnny Storm. He'll have like a few flames coming off of his hands, but it's that old like Jack Kirby-esque Fantastic Four. Do you have any of the Fantastic Four figures?
I don't, so now's probably the time, but I'm afraid if I do buy it, then I might be forced to jump on that HasLab, whatever the hell that's going to be. So I'm gonna maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
I do have,
but then they're going to have the movie one.
Right? I mean,
so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I've got the second one where he's got the flamed hands, but that's it. I don't have that fully flamed Human Torch. That was kind of hard to find. And then for some reason we're getting a shirtless Wolverine
with no hair.
With no, he said it was very hairy.
Oh, but the one, I guess the prototype they showed us,
right?
They're
gonna add like more hair to him.
Okay.
I mean, okay.
I have enough Wolverines.
I mean,
way too many.
I've got I do too.
They're starting to fight each other, Robert. Like Logan's going against James.
It's the Clone Wars. It's the Clone Wars.
It's the Claw Clone Wars. Yeah.
Oh God.
The Claw Wars.
I really don't know.
And I got that, dude. I got that $130 Mezco one coming.
I want that one.
It's got like 8 different faces. Wait, we already talked about 8 different faces. The Sentinel stand. So yeah, no more Wolverines for me for now.
Yeah, if I see it in person, I'm like, oh, this is cool because the head the head sculpt is different. Okay, fine. I'm like, do I want to spend $20 on this? I don't know. Then we got a new teaser, new troop builder teaser. So they said we had Hydra, AIM, Hellfire Club, and now who's next? People are speculating maybe the Reavers.
Or the Secret Invasion Skrulls.
Or
because we got that blow dryer, that hair dryer.
Yeah, I don't.
That kind of goes with that, right?
It does, and we did have Emilia Clarke sign on to play in the Secret Invasion show for Disney Plus. So maybe that's a hint for next year.
Maybe,
I don't know, but yeah, the hair dryer. Like I was like watching it, I was listening to it in the car, and like here's a hair dryer. I'm like, what the? Am I still on the right YouTube channel? I'm like, oh nope, it's a toy hair dryer. Okay. So that was I don't know. I might get that Johnny Storm, and if I find the Wolverine, maybe. And then the pre-orders like Shang Chi, I'll probably find in the wild.
Yeah.
And then I pre-ordered.
So Bobby.
Yes.
No more Biblios.
No. Doing whiskey.
We're doing Whiskey.
Whiskey.
Motherfucker. All right, so how many whiskeys? This is our first ever time to use the rating. How many whiskeys out of 5 for the Marvel Monday Pulse thing-majig?
That's tough. I'm gonna go 4 whiskeys.
Okay.
4 whiskeys.
Cool.
Because while the Shang Chi line is cool, it wasn't like, oh my god, the Falcon Winter Soldier, the Disney Plus build a figure line was like spot on. Even that Loki, you are like, I don't need him, but if I see him in the wild and I see him like, oh, that actually looks kind of cool, I might pick him up.
All right.
And then the solo figures I thought were pretty legit, and I'll probably get that Monopoly for me and my fiance. What about you? How many whiskeys do you give it?
All right, so I think products will go is like 4 whiskeys, but presentation 3.5, because I feel bad for Hasbro in a way, because every time everything is like spoiled. So by the time we watch it, we're like, okay, when's the pre-order button? Because we already know all of this,
right?
And then, I mean, they tease stuff like we just talked about, but it's not mind-blowing stuff, and then everything they kind of like reveal for pre-orders is like, oh yeah, we saw it, but we didn't see the wings and all that stuff, so that was cool. Yeah, so 3.75 whiskeys. Great job, solid show, had fun time, spent a lot of money, sadly, bought the whole wave, just about the whole wave. But before we go, I got one plunder thing.
What's your plunder? Let's hear your plunder.
Or do you have any last comments on the
I am commented out.
All right, so see your shirt right there? Check this out. Close your eyes first.
Eyes are closed.
All right, and I'll tell you when.
Okay.
Let's see if this works. All right, now you can open.
That is badass. I thought you were joking about getting that in the chat.
Nope, because it was on clearance. It went from this X-Men versus Street Fighter, Marvel versus Capcom, home arcade was supposed to be has been on eBay for almost $1,000.
What?
Retail, it was anywhere between 700 and over 1,000 on eBay, and the retail price for this, right, was 500, and it was on clearance at Walmart with free shipping. This thing's heavy; it's 100 freaking pounds. It was $350. So maybe, yeah.
Well, I know I'm going. I come out to LA next.
You'll be sleeping over.
Exactly.
Right underneath the arcade full of whiskey.
Exactly. Exactly.
And it was the only two. And of course, we keep mentioning Kevin. He's moving in, and I figured it was a nice housewarming gift because his favorite thing in geeks is X-Men, and his favorite video game is Street Fighter. So it's the most perfect combination game. And the one game he can beat me in is Marvel versus Capcom. That bastard. So we're gonna have a lot of fun, and we hope you can. Just after I visit you, you can visit me.
There you go.
Visit us in play some Mario. I had to show that one, man. That was mighty plunder.
My plunder is like right up here. I found some pops. I got King Randor, Battleclaw, Skeletor, and Mosquito. And then thanks to KJ, I got my the Storm and Thunderbird for $14 on Target.
Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that last episode, but that's all right.
No, nope, I didn't. I mentioned it in the chat. Wasn't in the episode.
It's hard to keep track, but hey, that's it, right?
That is episode 27 in the books.
28 might be on next Monday or Tuesday as well, because May the 4th be with us.
Yes,
Robert.
Now, what the cool thing is May the 4th, I will be in my new apartment.
Woohoo!
I'm moving right before it, and I will have hopefully a whole new setup going. So,
is it Star Wars themed? I'm trying to find the connection here.
No, it's just because I'm gonna have a new place. So
You're like, I'm moving into Jabba's palace on May.
Dude, I won't lie. I will have some Star Wars stuff up. if I'm on the show. But we are looking. Who are you gonna have on the show? Who are we looking?
Oh yeah, Jonathan Escudero, who was supposed to be with us versus FanFest, but he couldn't because he's Mr. Wrestling. As much wrestling as I do with the Ringside Apostles, this is like his livelihood with Dirt Sheet Radio, and we'll get all his. He's been running the most popular Facebook group for wrestling in a long time called We Love Pro Wrestling. So, special guest, part of a Toy Kind of Mood, and he's a big Star Wars fan. So
Nice.
I'll be happy to finally get him on because he was overwhelmed with WrestleMania life, just like many
Gotcha.
wrestling fans were a couple weeks ago. So we're
Understand.
glad that he's be able to come back and kick some butt with us.
Nice, nice. Well, for Travis and for me, this has been a Toy Kind of Mood, episode 27. We will see you in the Funny Peppers.
Yep. Drink
Be
that
good.
whiskey.